Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, this is a brief video which will be a demonstration of the positions of the actual prayer. Um, Beginning with the first position of the prayer, which is known as the takbir. The commencement of each prayer begins with the takbir, which is the saying of Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar is how we begin the prayer. It is said by the raising, it is said along with the raising of the hands, which can be raised in three different positions, but this video is to keep it simple, very simple, and very easy, so we will not go into all of the difficult or the technicalities of the actual prayer. An individual starts with the takbir, Allahu Akbar. Again, you can see it from this angle, Allahu Akbar. Again, you can see it from this angle, Allahu Akbar. Okay? That's the takbir, the beginning of the prayer. The next position of the prayer is known as the qiyam. Alright? Qiyam means standing. Alright? So there are several things that can be done within the qiyam, and one of them is the raised placing of the right hand over the left hand. Okay? And remember, this is just a simple demonstration. So all of the different positions regarding where's the right hand placed or the left hand should be placed is not going to be discussed in this video. So placing the right hand over the left hand, there are ways that it can be done, but that's not going to be discussed either, and whether those other issues. So one places one right hand over the left hand, and this position is known as the qiyam position, along with the characteristics of raising the right hand over the left. Okay? The next position, which is the ruku', the bowing position. One simply says the takbir again, which is different from the initial takbir, which commenced the prayer, but this is the takbir that alarms, or the takbir of movement. Okay, that you are switching from one position to another. Allahu Akbar, and then you do what we call the ruku'. Okay, now the ruku', brothers and sisters, if I can just fix this a little bit so that you can see it better. The ruku' is a certain way that once you bow, you have to make sure certain things are in line. So therefore, the correct way that you want to make sure, as from the incorrect way, is that you don't want to be bowing like this, with your head down like that, nor do you want to be bowing with your back not straight. Okay? Like this. This is incorrect. You want to make sure that your back, your neck, and your head is straight as possible when bowing down for the ruku', and this is not the time or place to go into the different narrations to tell you the consequences if your back and head or neck is not straight during the actual ruku'. Remember, not like this. You want to keep it straight as possible. And you want to make sure your hands, both of your hands, spread out onto your knees as you bend down, and keep it straight as possible. This is the ruku'. Then after the ruku', there will be the rising from the ruku'. That rising will be done again with certain phrases that will be said. Sami Allah, Hamida, and the raising of the hands. This rising can be done without the raising of the hands, but again, we're not getting into the technicalities of the actual prayer. We just want to go through the positions of the prayer. Okay? So rising up from the ruku', one go back into the position of qiyam, the standing position. Now this next position that's going to be done is going to be on the floor. Okay, so we're getting ready to go into the next position of the prayer. So let's adjust the camera to better suit and capture what we're doing. Please be a little bit patient with this. You don't have to see my face in this one. Most likely just seeing me sit down. Okay, so this position here, going from the standing down to the next position, is known as the position of sujud. It's prostration. Now the prostration have to be done with certain things. You have to pay attention. When you prostrate properly, it have to be done with 7 limbs, okay, or 7 parts. That's both of your hands need to be placed down on the ground. That's both of your knees should be placed on the ground. That's already 4. Also, both of your feet, as we should see, your feet should be up, okay, close together, and your toes, all right? Then, that makes 6. Your 7, which will be brought, is that your forehead and your nose should be on the ground. All right? And this is how you make sujud. Making sure all of the toes, the fingers, are facing towards the direction of the actual qibla, the prayer direction of the Muslim. Also, you want to take in mind that when making this prostration, that there will be 2 of them. Okay? This is the first one. The next position is going to be what we call a sitting position in between the 2 prostrations. So this sitting position is known as jalsa. It can be done the way you see me doing it this way, sitting with both of your feet together, your buttocks on top of your feet, okay? Or it can be done with your foot, your right foot propped up, your buttocks is there, and your left foot is spread over, okay? For individuals who have different disabilities as far as might have bad legs or might have extra weight or might have different things that will cause it to be difficult for them, it is okay for them to place both of their legs like this, or if it's better, they can switch over and sprawl both of their feet out to make it easy for them. Your hand should be on your knees. This is the jalsa here. Then you're going to do the position of the second prostration, again, like this. Prostrating the same way you prostrated before, all right? And then you would do the last sitting, okay? And we're going to get into that. Now, this video is only to explain the positions of the prayer. It's not to go into detail. So remember, the positions of the prayer is the takbir, the qiyam, the standing, all right, the ruku', the bowing, the 2 sujuds, the prostrations, and the jalsa sitting in between. These are the positions of the prayer. Now, the prayer itself is a very technical, it deals with a lot of technicalities. There's a lot of difference of opinion regarding it. But this video is only for the simplicity of the positions of the prayer. In the next video, I want you to stay tuned to how to complete 1 unit of prayer along with what is to be said in each part of the prayer. Remember, simplicity is key here. We want to make it easier for the person to learn how to properly pray. this will conclude our video for today. And thank you all for staying tuned. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.